And hello, everybody. Welcome to This Day. It is May 1st. It's Thursday. Welcome to May Day. We're here. Spring is in the middle of it. Not the weather isn't quite reflecting it for us locally, but we are in the midst of spring, and we're right here in close to the end of the week. And I want to thank you for joining us here this morning on the program. Let's get right to who our guests are going to be today. So we got some great ones for you. We're going to be welcoming into the studio today Thrive with Cindy Whitney. Excuse me. Get myself together here. Cindy Whitney is going to be here with Thrive. We're going to be talking about a couple of events they want to do for some legacy residents here, and an important event they have coming up that you want to take a look at with a doctor, talking about delirium. And then later in the program, the Garden Club. They've been laying down roots here since the 70s, and guess what? They got a big Garden Club show coming up, a big showcase coming up for us a little later this month, and so we're going to talk to them about that and how you can be involved in that as well. Right now, though, we want to talk about something important that just happened recently. Due to an error in our vendor, and Rovi, the television guide does not have today's proper programming. It's listed per usual. Sorry, this has been going on for a little while. We are trying to work out the bugs. I know they're actually in a meeting about it right now as we speak. So if you want to record programs today, you're going to have to go into your television set box and actually record every half hour. We do apologize for the inconvenience, and we are working with Rovi to remedy the situation as soon as possible. All right, let's take a quick check of our weather. And like I said, not feeling too spring-like right now, kind of very cool. And we got the AM clouds going to kind of shift to afternoon sunshine, but still clouds going to be in the area. So 60s pretty much across the board, and a little cooler as we head into the weekend. So no rain, though, at least not like last weekend. No rain in the forecast for this time around. So we'll have at least a dry weekend. Temperatures in the 60s, and nice day to get out there and take some walks and enjoy the day, enjoy the area without getting too hot. We're going to be complaining in the summer. I know I'll be complaining about that too. So 60s aren't too bad a deal. Hey, we want to see some pictures from you, and we got a beautiful one here from the Sherman Library over in Corona Del Mar. Beautiful pictures, by the way. Beautiful flowers for spring. Sunrise this morning was 6:01. Sunset tonight is going to be 7:34. Hey, folks, you've got pictures. We want pictures. You see where I'm going with this? Please send us your pictures. We'd love to see some for our Sunrise Sunset segment. Go ahead and email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the photos, and we will use it in our Sunrise Sunset segment. Okay, we got a couple of meetings to tell you about. Then when we come back, we'll be talking to the folks from Thrive about their upcoming events. Stay with us.
Community Bridge Builders and the African American Heritage Club proudly present The Spirit of Harriet Tubman, Saturday, May 31st at 4 p.m. at the Laguna Woods Village Performing Arts Center. Tickets at the PAC box office, $20, $30, and $40. For more information, call Rebecca Gillard at 949-452-0464 or Willie Phillips at 310-877-2819. You don't want to miss this one.
Dr. Farhumand and her associates at Brilliant Smile are excited to announce we now feature cone beam computed tomography. CBCT scans have many benefits over traditional x-rays. They are fast, safe, non-invasive, and provide better care to our patients. The 3D images provide an accurate view of teeth, bones, and soft tissue. It allows us to diagnose and treat more effectively. Also, it features modern diagnosing of sleep apnea by checking the airways and obstructions. Get started today. Call Brilliant Smile, Laguna Woods Village favorite dentist.
Welcome to LA Carpet, Kitchen, Bath, and more. Your all-in-one solution for your home remodeling needs.
From kitchens to baths, carpets to hardwood, we help shape every corner of your home.
Every home has a unique story. At LA Carpet, we collaborate with you, ensuring your story unfolds just the way you envision, with complete price transparency from start to finish. Contact us today for a complimentary in-home estimate. Your dream home is just one phone call away.
Someone asked me recently, what is Thrive? Thrive is a group in the village that seeks to inspire quality living in every chapter of our lives. They asked, how do you do that? We bring people together and promote themes such as kindness, positivity, joyfulness, resilience, and mindfulness in a complex world, as these behaviors enhance wellness and increase cognitive and physical health. Come thrive with us at our next event. Just RSVP by emailing us.
And welcome back. We want to welcome Cindy Whitney to our program from Thrive. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure, Michael.
You guys have a lot of exciting stuff always going on with Thrive. You're always like in the community and doing great things and kind of keeping people engaged and out there. One of the things you want to do is find out about the multi-generational kind of legacy families going on here in Laguna Woods.
Yes, that's true. We've set out kind of a call for anyone who has been a multi-generational family. In other words, your parents lived here or aunts and uncles, and there's this sort of a community.
I was talking to some, I don't remember, I wish I did, but one of the guests recently was like, oh yeah, my parents lived here, now I moved here. I was like, oh wow, I hadn't really thought about that, but the time has passed enough that it's kind of generational.
And you're right. Once you mention that to somebody, they know somebody, they know somebody. So I said, wait a minute, there's a whole community. It's not that we don't have an excellent history center here. We certainly do, but these are lived experiences.
Right.
This is somebody saying, one day just a herd of cattle came down the main street, and there weren't any clubs. We started, my Aunt Pat went to the tap dance club, and then there was a church club, and all of these different things that have created the community we have today. But what did they start with?
Yeah, so you're looking to get these legacy families, the kind of stories of the old days of what Leisure World as it was back in the early late '60s when it opened and all that. So that's what this whole project's going to be about.
Yes. Starting there, we would love to have the earliest families because that would be great. They said they couldn't even go to a store. They didn't get groceries. They got provisions. It was going to be a while before they went back there. Can you imagine?
Sure.
So yes, we want those people or anybody the website is thriveinthevillage@gmail.com.
Okay, that's the email site that people can email you and contact you.
Yes,
then?
we have two of them up on the screen, and that one is thriveinthevillage@gmail.com. Send it there, and we will, of course, review it, and we will contact you.
So send a note about your history and that kind of thing, and the fact that you had maybe relatives or your family members who also lived here and that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because I think we're going to get a variety of experiences depending on the time and depending where they lived and did they know each other. But there were a lot of famous people, the parents of famous people that lived here, and bring that forward and just let us imagine the community as it has grown and how it started.
What do you guys see at Thrive about what you're going to do with this information? You get the pokes, you get the compiler list. Here's some people we'd love to talk to. Or is it going to be something that's going to be taped? Are you going to do recorded audio histories?
Right. Yes, exactly. Well, we want to see the response first. And then we want to see, we want to have people on this program. So you may be seeing these folks.
There we go.
And elsewhere, we might record them. We did a similar project with the centenarians.
Okay.
We spoke with them and found out what was their lived history in general. And then, so we would do something like that, because I'm sure there's a lot of really interesting stories.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's people who are living in this community and their parents still live in this community, right? So they go see dad across the street.
Yeah, just clip a microphone to them.
What do you hope in terms of where this will all end up? Will it something people can go to YouTube and just click on and watch one of these stories, things like that?
Well, there may be a community of people that want to know history of California or Southern California. Maybe who knows what? We don't know. There may be some interesting things that pop up. That we see similarities, we see patterns, we see this, and explore it further. It's research.
Yeah. But you see it as something that other people can use and look at for years and years to come.
I think so. I think that would be great. So we were just starting out. We want to see if there's interest. We want to see if people want to contribute to this, and we'll keep in touch with them and say we have this so far. We're looking for this, or so it will evolve.
All right. So let's put that email on the screen again. They're putting out the call, folks. So if you're a legacy family here in Laguna Woods, multi-generational families living here, either past or present, and you know about that, make sure you email the folks at Thrive, thriveinthevillage@gmail.com, and they're going to collect all this information, and they're going to do something. They're going to do some interviews. We're gonna
stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more. But if you're interested in the early aspects of this project, that's what you do. All right. Let's move on to another subject we want to talk about, delirium. We have Dr. David Law, a specialist, going to be coming and talking about this.
Well, he has already presented to us.
Presented to you.
Let me back up a little bit. This is the other thing that Thrive does is we have our wonderful quarterly events where we have the ice cream truck, the ice cream. It's not necessarily
Right,
healthy
Memorial
food.
Care has been, Memorial Care's had these things with you guys. You partner with them for
Saddleback
a while.
Memorial Care partners
the
with
ice cream
us.
socials.
They bring, the ice cream social, all of those. But we also have a component of that is a learning component. And we had, for example, we had the emergency physicians come in. We had the heart health. We had cardiologists come in for Valentine's Day because it was appropriate. And so we have, different areas of good health. And this was Dr. David Law, who is a pulmonologist. Now, delirium is not a lung disease. It is a mental disorder, but he has taken it upon himself to create protocols in the Saddleback Memorial Care system for all the nurses to go around and watch for this condition. It's a syndrome or a condition. It's not an illness. And keep in touch with people. Simply putting lotion on their hands at night. Touch people, talk to them, make them laugh, sit there with them, engage with them. This is the thing that can keep delirium from happening because it can be hyper activity delirium, where the patient is walking, frantically about and saying things and writing things and just, being a little bit out of control, or hypoactivity delirium, where you are withdrawn and inactive and not responding to things. So the nurses have to watch for both of these conditions. Now, ironically, my son is an ICU nurse, so I asked him about this because I was unaware of it. He said, "Oh yeah, that's the major job that we have." He works nights. He said, "I'm always trying to stimulate someone if they're conscious to keep them from lapsing into this," and I didn't ever know about it.
So, and obviously the delirium, that is the kind of the manic kind of state that you see people, and that may be a little bit easier to identify, but someone just being quiet is like, okay, that patient's just, and they may be not, that can get ignored or just not even noticed, right? Exactly.
And then there's another one, it's a mixed one, where they can sort of toggle back and forth between the two, and that's probably got to be even harder to identify. But that they have to keep in touch because it's something that, yes, you come out of eventually, and it's usually in a hospital setting or in a setting when you're home and caregivers come to you, but you're alone a lot. So this is where the concern is that you're not so alone that this can happen to you. And you don't know if it's happening to you.
Yeah, and what's the next thing you guys have coming up with Thrive? You guys, the ice cream social, has that already happened?
Well, we have them quarterly. We just had, we just had one, and that's where Dr. Law came in.
Did I miss the ice cream?
Well, it'll be back. Well, the summer one is the ice cream truck.
There we go. That's the biggie.
Honest to goodness, and they have to earn it. They have to do something inside and play a game or something and get checks on it before they can run out and stand in line at the ice cream truck. And everybody is they're just giddy. They're looking at the sign and say, "I'm going to get a fudgicle and I'm going to get a creamsicle." And so
they have to learn something along the way.
Yeah, learn something. And we have low sugar options for all of these things too. We have pies sometimes, low sugar. No sugar or whatever. So yeah, we try to be healthy.
All right, we'll have you back soon to talk about the ice cream social. It's coming up.
Oh, I love it.
Cindy, thank you so much from Thrive. Welcome.
My pleasure.
Always good to have you.
Thank you so much.
All right, and we'll root out what's going on with the Garden Club when we come back. Stay with us.
Technology is always moving forward, and sometimes we need to move with it. If you're a resident of Laguna Woods Village still using a ComLine or FEA email address, it might be time to make the switch. Services like Gmail offer more flexibility and convenience. Access your emails anytime, anywhere, whether you're on your phone, laptop, or tablet. Stay connected no matter where life takes you. Make the switch today and keep your inbox at your fingertips.
We promise to meet you with an open heart and curious mind. To never have the answers before we've heard your story. Because you are not everyone else, and healthcare is not one size fits all. Highest performing hospital, top ranked physicians, 50 convenient locations, right here in Orange County. You, empowered by Hoag.
We all have the power to shape the world. We're connected to the world we share, to each other. I am Future. I wait in the world of Echo.
Echo, the spectacular new show by Cirque du Soleil, opens May 23rd under the Big Top at Laguna Hills Mall. Tickets at cirquedusoleil.com.
The world is yours to create.
Echo thanks its official partner, Air Canada.
And we're back here with the Garden Club. They have their upcoming annual garden show and fair coming, and we want to welcome Judy Newsenbaum and Pat Cameron to the program. The Garden Club's been around for a while. I got a little bit forced. I'm going to move this so I can just, there we go. The Garden Club's been around since the Leisure World days, right? It's one of the earliest clubs in the whole village.
One of the first clubs, and it was started in 1971. And it was an offshoot of the Garden Center Club. The Garden Center Club are the garden plots where they grow the abundance of fruits and vegetables and flowers. And the offshoot came when people started, let's see what we can do around our manor and inside our manors. Mm-hmm. And that's how it evolved into the Garden Club.
There we go.
And so that's what we have today. And we're here promoting our 54th Garden Show and Fair. May 16th will feature displays that people, residents and members of the Garden Club will bring in to show these beautiful displays, what can be done. And even just floral arrangements. And
well, let's talk about some of the things you brought in here. This is not a real monarch butterfly, but a fake monarch butterfly. But this is real milkweed, which is the only thing that the caterpillars from a monarch can eat, right?
Yes. And Mike, more importantly than that, the Garden Club is promoting planting the native California milkweed.
And this is native California milkweed.
Yeah, narrow leaf native California milkweed, very drought tolerant. Mm-hmm. And this is, you're right, the caterpillars need this. It's the only thing they will eat.
Okay.
So we'll be selling this at the fair.
So this is kind of a butterfly garden, if you wanted to attract butterflies, attract monarchs.
It attracts.
Does it really? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, do other butterflies eat milkweed, or is it just exclusive to monarchs? So if you're looking to create a monarch garden,
that's right.
That's one way to do that.
Yeah. It's exclusive to the monarchs. But then we have pollinators, we're promoting those. You've got bees, so we've got, we promote pollinator plants,
These are not
flowers.
Real bees.
That's right.
No.
But it's important to have, like you say, for pollinators, because there's so many native plants, so many things that have been kind of ripped away and replaced with things that really look nice, but they're not native to this region, so they don't help the native animals and insects and that kind of thing, right?
Right. The Garden Club also, we meet once a month, has the best speakers, the best presenters, and they talk about bees, butterflies, birds, buds, the whole, and it's so inspiring.
And do you get people to come to this and say they rip out what they have and they put in new stuff? I mean, is it transformative for some folks?
They can rip out or they can tend to what they have. Yes.
And so, Pat, when you joined the Garden Club, what was the impetus to get you in there?
The sociability. When you come into the village, this was the very first club I joined when I moved to the village, and it resonated with me immediately. And the club is extremely social, because how can you not like plants? We all share this love of nature.
Yeah, you're kind of out there in the Garden Club area, you're nurturing the plants, you're doing whatever it is, growing,
immediately
planting.
you feel a common ground, right? No matter where you come into the village, we all have this common interest in this. So, and that's evolved into trying to do more native planting and that kind of thing because of the water,
Right. My forte is succulents.
Okay.
And I had the drought-tolerant landscape put in at my manor, and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy with it, and the succulents replace themselves and make more, and I'm able to help other people with succulents.
And for folks who want to find natives, and like you said, the succulents and those kinds of things, they can find them. I mean, Rogers Gardens has really nice native California plant area. I know there's Tree of Life Nursery over in the Ortega Canyon has all natives and that kind of thing. So it is easy to find them, and it doesn't mean you're just planting old weeds and that kind of thing. There's some beautiful plants out there you can find.
And another thrill of being a garden club member is you get a 10% discount.
There you go.
At nurseries when you show them you're a garden club member, so that helps.
Yeah. What's your membership up to these days?
Is it $20 a year?
We have.
Well, I meant people, not price.
People. I went
we'll get to that.
But Mike, I got to do a plug because
Sure.
This garden show and fair also helps fund our speaker bureau. So we have in excess of 200 members. And speaking of the nurseries, at the fair we will be selling discounted plants from Armstrong Nursery, who has all organic plants, and they are donating plants. They're one of our big benefactors for the fair. So you can buy plants at the fair.
And there's going to be other things too, like some arrangements that are going to be available for sale, and there's going to be, like you say, experts are going to be there. So it's really a kind of you have been doing this for 54 years now. You know what you're doing.
Right. Yeah. I'm in charge of getting vendors. We will have 17 artisans selling their wares, and they've all donated something to me for the raffle. This is a donation, completely handmade paper.
That's beautiful.
These are beautiful. There's so many lovely pieces that are going to be available for a prize, as well as the dessert part.
Yeah, got to have food.
So there's a little bit of everything's going to be in there. You're going to have the arrangements, garden club members are going to be there, exciting prizes, there's a silent auction, there's an artisanal raffle. Once you're in here, that's where the fundraising really happens. So be ready to spend a little bit on
Exactly. Last year we had more than 500 people come through our door.
It's amazing.
All from the village.
We're opening this year at noon, and there's usually a lineup, and the flood comes in, and it's festive. It's a very festive afternoon.
Event.
All right, folks, well, come on out. Make sure you're there for the annual garden show and fair. It's going to be Friday, May 16th over Clubhouse 5. Opens the gates. The flood begins at noon and goes all the way to 3 o'clock.
Correct.
Well, thank you, Pat and Judy, for coming in today and talking about this.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for bringing these in, too. They're wonderful.
Little samples.
Which ones do I get to keep?
No.
Oh. I tried. All right, folks, you're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
21 years ago, I started Sayless Home Care because I saw a need for a professionally run home care organization in Laguna Woods. I wanted to build on 3 principles. 1, ease for the client. 1 call to Sayless Home Care will put you on the right path. 2, quality. Medicare ranks Sayless among the highest home health and hospice providers in the state. 3, trust. We've been in business for 21 years. Call Sayless and let us show you why we've been in business longer than any other home care company in South Orange County.
And we absolutely love you, Matt King, as a friend and as the greatest comedy magician, at least alive today, maybe you ever lived.
Laguna Woods Village Performing Arts Center presents The Matt King Comedy Magic Show, Saturday, May 3rd at 7:30 p.m. at the Performing Arts Center.
Hearing connects you back to life. Don't settle for being trapped in the isolation of poor hearing. Advanced Ear can help you hear friends, family, and caregivers. We provide one-on-one hearing programs that will amaze you with the quality of how much better you can hear. There's no cost to hear the improvement we deliver. You'll be able to hear better the minute you put these on. No buttons to push or technology to be afraid of. We deliver better hearing, guaranteed. Come in so we can connect you back to life. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
And welcome back. Hey, let's talk about some of our movies we got lined up for Friday and Saturday. You're going to enjoy them. The Good Earth, it's a classic from the 1930s. It is brought to us by City of Hope, Orange County here, and it's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. And then on Saturday, we got another one for you, and this is just as good. Rocket Man. I remember seeing this one in the theaters. Rocket Man is the biopic about Elton John's life, his music, and his legacy. So make sure you watch this one. It's a fun musical. It's going to be on at 2 p.m. With the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles, and it's brought to us by Hogue. So there you go. All right, let's take a quick check of our weather, and we've got some cool temperatures. Let's just say cool temperatures for really the rest of the week. We got the morning clouds, and we're going to break up to partly, sunny, mostly sunny kind of afternoons for us for a while. That's going to be the pattern. We're going to have clouds and mostly cloudy over the weekend, though. It's going to be a little thicker. Maybe don't get the burn off that we're hoping for. Temperature's going to dip down as well over the weekend from upper 60s to kind of mid and low 60s. So there you go, temperature-wise. Tomorrow on the program, Dr. John Hovnesian is going to be talking to us about a connection in a study with sleep and glaucoma and some very interesting findings about that. And then, of course, we have Sports Corner with Cole Young, always a pleasure, a crowd pleaser for everybody. So make sure you watch us on tomorrow's show. I'll be there too. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope to make this day a great one.
Welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
I've seen sunny days that I thought too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Faramant. Brilliant Smile has been the premier dental office of Laguna Woods Village for over 30 years now. We take the extra time to understand our patients' unique needs. We truly care about your happiness and dental wellness. We always provide the absolute highest quality of dental work at very affordable prices in a very relaxing environment. Stop by or give us a call and experience the Brilliant Smile difference. We are conveniently located close to Gate 6